Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by today for this live video presentation. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to start off with 5 minutes of Reiki, followed by a time to answer questions or help with manifestations, things like that. But for the beginning, we are going to start with Reiki, and so I'm going to be sending out Reiki to all of you who are watching now, and even those of you who watch later for 5 minutes. And please know that you can get just as much juice from watching later as you can right now, because Spirit is not limited by time or by space. Hello there, Theseus. So let's go ahead and jump in and get this Reiki started. I am going to go ahead and make it for whatever's for each of your highest and best interest, whatever that might happen to be for each of you. All right, so we're starting Reiki at what time? 53 after the hour. That means we'll be finishing it up at 58 after the hour. How are you doing today, Theseus? Happy Saturday. I'm fantastic, thank you. I'm alive, I'm breathing. I'm doing readings and Reiki. My YouTube's going viral. My client base is expanding. My life is good, good, good. And getting better all the time. It's been a long time since I've said that affirmation. It is true, though. Thank you, thank you. What's going on in your world? We have 4 more minutes left of the Reiki. Anybody in here who has questions about what Reiki is, feel free to go ahead and pop those into the chat. I know it says we only have 1 person here, but I have found that YouTube is not always up to date when we're counting the number of people in the room. So if you're here and you have questions about Reiki, go ahead and throw it in the chat. Working nonstop. Well, that's a good thing for the wallet, right? What kind of work do you do? Do you work for somebody or you have your own thing? You may have told me before, but I don't remember. 3 more minutes on the Reiki. We've got a lot of Reiki energy going out too. I think we're going to have more people watching this video later. Chekoya. Hello, hello. Cooking and serving. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that can keep you busy. I'm surprised you're here on a Saturday. Did you go on strike today? How are you doing, Miss Sequoia? We have 2 more minutes of Reiki left. I'm glad to hear that you are great. I'm fantastic. Alive, breathing, doing what I love to do, doing readings and Reiki. My YouTube's going viral. My client base is expanding. My life is good, good, good. And getting better all the time. Are you enjoying your Saturday, Miss Shakoya? Did you get rid of all the guys so you could have some peace? Get out. I know you want to go fishing or something, don't you? Is that one of the ones that came up in that reading yesterday? Is this one that you're always asking me about that I could probably say his first name, but since you didn't say it, I'm not going to? Ah, yes. Okay. We're on the same page. All right, my dears. Let's finish up the Reiki. Don't forget to put a thumbs up on the video. And let's see, which cards are we using today? Today. Okay. Let's clear some cards and get ready. Let's use first names if we could, Theseus. I really do like first names better because I use first names to connect with people's energy, typically, whenever they're available. It's really dark in here, isn't it? I'm just realizing, looking at the camera, after I get done clearing these cards, I'm going to have to turn on some lights. Pavlos. Okay. Where do you live, Theseus? You have some different kind of names than what I'm used to. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da. San Francisco Bay Area? All right. Okay, I thought you were going to say, I don't know, somewhere European maybe? All right, we got to have some light, guys. I'm self-conscious about my belly. Don't nobody look. You won't be able to help it. It's all right. We just need more light in the room. No. Okay. That looks much better to me. All right, let's clear the Lenormand in case we need a little extra clarification today. Ba-da-da-da. Chikoya, what are you going for today? A message from Spirit? Sheena Marie. Hello there, Miss Sunflower. How you doing today, honey bunny? I figured. Are you saying just waited? Oh, just wanted. Oh, well, stick around. Would you like a message from Spirit, Miss Sheena? La, da, 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 da. Let me get out my scratch paper here. We're going to start with Theseus. Okay, is Pavlos. attracted to her in an intimate way. Are we trying to say in a sexual way, or are we trying to say in a cuddly, snuggly kind of way? What are we exactly asking there on that one? And then after that's Chakoya with a message from Spirit. Ba-da-da-da. I'm spoiling you. You should not feel guilty. There's only a couple people in the room. You'll be fine. There is a lot of crazy planetary movement. Eclipses, Mercury retrogrades, blah, 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 blah. What do you want to look at, honey bunny? Do you want a message from Spirit? Just see what Spirit wants to talk to you about? Or do you have a particular topic that you want to ask about? All right, let's look at Theseus. Theseus, whoever gave me that thumbs up, thank you, thank you. Theseus, I'm assuming you're still in the room. My thingamajigger is saying there's only 2 people, but there should be 3. How's my day? How's my day? It's fantastic. I'm alive. I'm breathing. I get to do Reiki and readings. My YouTube's going viral. My client base is expanding. My life is good, good, good. And getting better all the time. Well, think about what you want to ask. Oh, Theseus. I know there's a delay on the line, so I don't want to move on and skip Theseus. It has to do with objectivity, Sheena. Once you get to where you've been doing this long enough that you can step back and be objective about yourself, then you've done something. Okay, so Theseus is here. So, question. Is Pavlos attracted? Oh my God. Did you hear all those cards? There's some on the floor too, I think. Well, maybe not. Maybe they all hit the table. I don't see anything on the floor. Okay, I could have sworn I had some floor ones, but I don't see any floor ones. Get my hair out of the way. Nope. All right, my gosh. La da 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 da. I'm a Taurus rising, Sheena. That's what it is about my voice, I think. Plus the Reiki oozes out. Okay, so Theseus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards. You know what that tells me, honey bunny? You need a reading. That's more cards than I put down for my intro spread for a live reading right there, honey. Anybody who has 5 cards or more pop, that tells me what they really need is a reading, not just one question. But anyway, we are going to at least look at your question here. I'm not going to use those cards. Whatever needs to come up will come up, but I'm only going to be looking at 5 total. Okay. Let's see here. Is Pavlos attracted to Theseus in an intimate way? Did you answer my question about that? Whether we're talking like sexual intimate or whether we're talking about like snuggly intimate? I don't think you answered that question. Da, 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 da. Okay, here we go. Sexually, okay. Good. I want to put that shuffle on the cards. We had cards try to pop out that time. I caught them, though. The cards have lots to say to you about this dude, Pavlos. Lots and lots. I think they want to say a lot more than just that. All right, so is he actually attracted intimately, as in sexually? First of all, I'm going to tell you, I think he's got some other stuff going on that has him pretty distracted. Okay? So, let's start analyzing these cards. You've got the Page of Coins. You've got the Hanged Man. You've got the Queen of Cups. And you've got the Justice card in reverse. What is Mommy? I know no mas, but what is Mommy? And you've got the Three of Coins. Okay, so what's going on here with Pavlos whenever it comes to Theseus? She's too beautiful for him. So, Page of Coins, what's going on here? Here's what's interesting. Do you guys already have a history? Okay, Page of Coins with the Hanged Man. I think that Pavlos would actually like to commit to you, or at least bring your relationship up from where it is to the next level. But he's not ready. He's waiting for a certain thing for that to happen yet. Okay. Now, with my Queen of Cups showing up right in the middle here in reverse, that's telling me that by the time it happens, you're going to be like, what were you waiting so long for? I would have happily jumped your bones or done whatever it is you want like 2 months ago or 2 years ago or whatever it is in the past. And I see you really actually having quite the fit about it whenever he does finally say something. He's a Taurus, so he's going to be a slow mover. That's a given. Your co-workers, okay. So, I'm really feeling into these cards. I think we've got a double meaning on our Queen of Cups in reverse. Here's the other thing. I think this dude is with somebody who doesn't really treat him very well. I'll grant you that. But still taken, attached, whatever you want to say there. And I think that before long, before too much longer, within the next 2 months probably, maybe 3 at the most, she's going to be cutting things off with him in a very emotional type of way. Which, you know what happens when we do things in a very emotional type of way. Later on we regret that stuff. She's going to be regretting it after she does it. But I think she's going to end up breaking up with him in a very emotional flip out type of situation. And I think at that point, the two of you are going to consider collaborating. But as far as right now, like, I don't think he's really considering you, as you say, intimately. He's got a lot of other stuff on his plate that he has to deal with right now. I don't think he's really thinking about anybody intimately except this person he's trying to keep happy. All right, so that was Sequoia. Or no, that was Theseus. Next up is Sequoia. And then let's see, Sheena. Did you say you want a message from Spirit, or do you have a question? You're quite welcome, Theseus. Thank you for being here and keeping me on my toes. I like it when y'all are here keeping me on my toes. I don't like looking all the way up at the camera, but I like having the camera higher than me because then you guys see less of this. Well, and Spirit has a way of hitting the most important things. So I think a message from Spirit is always pretty much a good choice. Sometimes what we think is the most important thing, isn't it? Sometimes it is. Sometimes I feel like a nut. Sometimes I don't. So maybe we should ask if you can trust what you're reading about RMK. I used to be super shy too, Sheena. Like in person, everywhere. Okay, let's go with a message from Spirit and let's just see what comes up. Because you got a lot on your plate. Of course, now you want to just answer the question. We're going to, I'll see when I get to you. I'll decide by the time I get to you. Chakoya, are you still in the room? Are you still in the room? Chakoya. All right, cool. Let's do a spirit message. There she is. There she is. Let's see what comes out. What's coming up for Miss Chakoya? Message from Spirit, please. Oh, no worries, no worries. You're all good, Miss Sheena. Just be safe. Be safe. Yeah, well, here's the thing, Miss Sheena. When you realize that you're tired of feeling this way, you will do something about it. So here's the thing, like I used to sell menswear and I could talk to anybody who came on the menswear floor because we had a topic. Because I'm Scorpio, I've got a stellium in Scorpio. I think my Mercury, well, I know my Mercury's in Scorpio. So, you know, we don't like the small talk. We don't like the chit chat. But if we've got something to actually talk about, we've got to focus, then we have no problem making conversation. So I was always like that. But then if I didn't really have anything to say to anybody and they started talking to me, I would blush, especially if they were a guy. And I mean blush, like brighter than my lips blush. And so when I got on camera, I was still pretty shy, but I knew I was good at what I did. And people seemed to appreciate it. And so I overcame that shyness. But the thing about getting on camera, I think shy or not shy, is that you see yourself where you may not really pay that much attention to yourself otherwise, but you see yourself on the monitor. And when you see yourself on the monitor, it's really trippy. The fingernails are never perfect. The teeth are never good enough. The hair never looks right. And so you kind of have to get a thick skin about how you actually look. I don't know, but I think maybe you should pull over. All right. Shakoya, here's your message. Ace of Coins coming up in reverse. Three of Coins coming up in reverse. Okay, so let's talk about this, Miss Sequoia. At least we don't have any guys showing up in the situation. No knights, no kings. Ace of Coins in reverse just talks about that you're given a gift. Okay? And then with the Three of Coins showing up in reverse, that's basically talking about deciding not to collaborate with somebody, deciding actually that you can carry your load of responsibilities better on your own than with somebody else. Okay, so it looks to me like turning loose of somebody and not holding their feet to the flames as far as collaborating with you is actually giving that person a gift. You're giving that person a gift. Okay? Now, these types of collaborations can be anything from working on a school project with your kid to starting a business together and anything in between. Okay? Can be working together to put together an anniversary party. Sheena, I'm doing Chakoya's message from Spirit right now. All right, so best advice or heads up for you, Miss Chakoya, is the Ten of Swords, followed by the Magician, followed by the Knight of Swords. Okay. So, Ten of Swords. Oh, wow. Ten of Swords talks about bringing something to an end, and this is something that has been a long-term source of conflict or tension. Putting it to bed, saying that's enough. I don't want to spend my energy on that anymore. Okay? The Magician showing up right after that. PR, yes, you may. The Magician showing up right after that says that by putting this long-term thing that was causing conflict or tension, by putting that to bed, that allows you to manifest more of the things that you want in your life in a very powerful way. Okay? And then with the Knight of Swords, this talks about really standing up for something that you believe in. And it talks about standing up for it in a very verbal way or in a very thought-oriented way. So this could be that for you to cut this and to start focusing on what you want to manifest, you have to really talk yourself into maintaining that decision and maintaining that forward progress, or you have to really talk to other people and get them on board with this idea with you. But either way, this is talking about standing up for yourself, standing up for the ability to manifest, doing what it takes to maintain that and move forward with it. And the other thing this can be is if you're manifesting something that it would require with this Knight of Swords, with this being about communication, this could be, creating what you want as far as like in the business world, a service or a product that you're offering. And this could be promoting it, getting the word out about it. All right. Yeah, well, it's really important for you to do that, because if you stand up for yourself, then you have less people getting in the way and dragging you down from creating what you want to create in your life. Do you know what you want to create in your life is the first question. Do you know? So, PR, I use first names to connect. So if you would kindly put your first name in the chat, and then also put whoever you is, put their first name in the chat, and get that question to me that way, then you'll get a lot better results on your question. Parisa, that's a beautiful name. You're quite welcome, Sequoia. All right, so Sheena, message from Spirit for Miss Sheena. Usman or Usman, I'm not sure how to say that. Okay. You're quite welcome. All right, here we go. Money, money, money. Let's see. Let's see if your cards show up as being career cards now that you put that face there. That's hilarious. Let's see what happens. You might have been giving yourself an omen right there. Hey, it's probably an omen. I wouldn't stress about it. Well, we're starting with Cups and Swords, so it's probably not about money, money, money. Oh, maybe it is. Yeah, I would say we're more Cups heavy than anything else. Alrighty, let's see what we've got here. So here's your situation, honey bunny. You've got a 9 of Cups, covered by a Page of Swords. This talks about some type of news about a party or a reception. You may be getting, or maybe have already gotten some kind of invitation to a party or reception, or this could be you actually sending out invitations to parties or get-togethers or receptions or whatever, okay? With that 9 of Cups, especially in this deck, if you look at that, look how big those goblets are, and look how many are in front of this person, and don't they look like they're all stacked up on counters? To me, this looks like Oktoberfest in Germany. This is a party. So this is some type of invitation to go party with somebody. Maybe it's just a drinking invitation. Maybe it's not even an actual celebration, but there's an invitation there that either you're making or somebody else is making to you. With this spread, I'm not sure exactly which direction this is going, okay? If it's heart space that needs help, then the Cups make sense. Okay. PR, I am not reading for you. This is for Sheena. Sheena got in and asked before you. Okay. All right. So now, best advice or heads up for you, Miss Sheena. 9 of Coins in reverse. King of Cups. And 9 of Clubs in reverse. Look at that. Man, you're heavy on the 9s. We have a 9 in the situation and a 2 9s in the advice. Okay, so Sheena, this basically is a heads up that says that you missing somebody who looks like they actually have genuine feelings for you. You're missing this person, okay? Here's the thing. Here's the thing. With the 9 of Clubs in reverse, I think you're really surprised by how much you miss this person. You're quite welcome, quite welcome. I don't know how far Maine is away from you, but if drinking is involved, could be. That's what I'm going to say. Drinking or any other mind-altering substances, for me, can be shown on that card in this particular deck. Ba-da-da-da. You're quite welcome, quite welcome. All right, let's see. Parisa, you're up next, my dear. Parisa. Is Usman thinking of reaching out to Parisa? He's a Virgo? That wouldn't make sense with that King of Cups unless he really has sincere feelings towards you. Aww. I'm actually just pronouncing it phonetically, which is I wish how people would pronounce my name. But they don't. They always try to make me French. Ba-da-da-da-da. Mm-hmm. I would say not particularly. Okay. Wow, Sheena. See, you're trying to make me French. It's the word mist with an A in the front and an A in the back. So you say Amista. Definitely. I think drinking's going to be the highlight. All right, so Parisa. I did not look for a time frame. I just know that it's going to surprise you. Thank you, Parisa. I appreciate it. So let's look at your cards. Let's see what we've got here. First of all, we've got the High Priestess showing up in reverse. Interesting how that fell out of my hand, too. Ace of Clubs after that. Six of Clubs after that. Eight of Swords after that. In reverse. King of Clubs after that in reverse. Okay? So, you're quite welcome, Ms. Sheena. So here's the thing. Parisa. High Priestess in reverse tells me that this dude is totally confused about what would happen if he would reach out to you. He has no idea what to expect if he does reach out. All right? Here's the other thing. Ace of Clubs. He likes you. All right? Like he's at least very physically attracted to you. I actually don't have any cups here. So this would not be more about romantic feelings as much as, you know, there's some chemistry here. There's some lust happening. Six of Clubs talks about the idea that he appreciates you too. So there's, to me, there's a little bit of hard energy actually, but it's also a mental energy too, that he can see where you have value. He appreciates you. Okay. Now, Eight of Swords in reverse. This is kind of telling me that he's breaking away from the idea of reaching out to you, in spite of having a good opinion of you and being attracted to you. And I think he's breaking away because of this confusion we saw at the very first. That first card is the strongest, that confusion about how he thinks you would respond to him. He's afraid you would reject him. So with that Eight of Swords in reverse, he's breaking away from any kind of idea of taking that kind of risk. And with the King of Clubs in reverse, he's not feeling too good about it. He's feeling depressed about it. He's feeling sad that it's probably not such a good thing, that would not work out well. Okay. No wonder he's confused. He doesn't know if you would take him back or not. So Parisa, I would actually get a little bit more of a full reading. If I was you on this thing, I would want to know, even if he did reach out, like what would his intentions actually be? Or if you reached out to him, how would that go? And would he want it to be anything more than a friends with benefits situation? That's something that really deserves a full reading, much more than one question, to be honest. Oh, you're quite welcome, Miss Sheena. Oh, thank you, Sheena. I appreciate that. If you're waiting on him, I would not hold my breath. He's not expecting you to be receptive to him at all. So I see him being sad about feeling like it wouldn't work, but I don't see him making any effort. Well, Miss Sheena Marie, you know that's just what I do. That's just what I do. All right, I've got 41 minutes on the clock. If there's anybody else here that wants me to answer a question, wants a message from Spirit or help with the affirmation, say so now or forever hold your peace. You're quite welcome, Parisa. Best of luck to you. I think even if I was going to get a reading on this, I would even ask, is it a good idea to even reach out to him? You know, especially since we didn't have any cups show up, I would want to check on that first. Ba ba da 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 da. Ba da da da. Ba da da da. Ba da 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 da. Miss Sheena Marie, sometime you should schedule a reading with me. You know, even readers have readers. Even I have readers. There's a few things that I cannot be objective about with myself, usually. One of them is love life, sometimes. A lot of times I can do love life, but once I get in too deep with somebody, not so much. And one of them is my career. And I have to go to somebody else about my career pretty much consistently. But other than that, I can read. Let's see if anybody else shows up in the room who needs some help. Otherwise, I'm gonna go over to TikTok. Tickety tock tock. There's always people in the room at TikTok. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da. I'm just giving it one more minute. Okay, I'm not that patient. I can't give it one more minute. All right, it's time for me to get out of here. Everybody have a fantastic day. Thank you for joining me here and keeping me on my toes. I do appreciate it. And if I don't see you guys for a private session before the next reading, then I'll see you back on the next reading. Peace out.